So today we want to come to you with a subject that caught our attention. It's about something that happened at my workplace. I work with children, I work with girls at the age of 14 till 17, and last week, oh not last week, I think a few days ago, they spoke to me about having boyfriends and about sex, and I was like, they're only 14 years old. So yeah, we thought let's just share this with you guys and see what you think about.
Well, welcome back to our channel, guys. For those of you that didn't see our last video, please do so because it's really fun. We really had fun doing that. So, and for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, please do so by just clicking the subscribe button.
Yes, and for those who have subscribed, we are so grateful, we are so thankful. Yeah. Thank you for subscribing to our channel and keep watching.
Like the African, like the real African back in Africa. We know it's kind of a taboo when a child of 14 years start talking about sex or start asking you questions about sex. So Akoche spoke this with me, and I found it really a very funny subject, but it is something that's really important. It is something that's really happening, and that's why I want to talk about it. So, well, why don't you just tell us how did it go actually?
A few girls admitted that they have a boyfriend because in the beginning they were a little bit scared. I'm sort of their guide, not a teacher, but after school I do extra activities with them. So they admitted that they have a boyfriend because before they always deny, no, I don't have a boyfriend, because they think I'll tell them not to have a boyfriend. So I was like, girls, just be honest. If you have a boyfriend, I can give you advice. So just be honest. So they came clean and they said they have a boyfriend, and yeah. So this girl she's 14 and she has a boyfriend of 21 years old. So I was like, okay, that isn't right. But I was like, let me not just attack her and tell her it isn't right. Let me just try to get more information from her. So then I started talking to her, and then I also heard that she isn't a virgin anymore. So
14.
Yeah, she's 14 years and she isn't a virgin anymore. So I asked her if she has already had sex with this guy, and she said no. And then yeah, I didn't really know what to tell her. My mind told me to tell her not to have sex with him, of course, but at the same time I was like, she have had sex before in the past.
So that's not going to stop her from doing it.
So if I tell her don't have sex, she won't listen to me. She'll probably do it. So I was like, the best thing to do for me was to advise her on how to have sex, you know,
to have safe sex.
To have safe sex, of course, you know, use
a
condom. Not how to have sex.
Well, it can be a lesson. Yeah. Okay. So how to have safe sex.
How to have safe sex and to always protect yourself, and yeah. So we wanted to share this subject with you guys, and yeah, I spoke to her about it, and she was like in Nigeria, because she was born in Nigeria, she would never ever come clean to a teacher or her parents about it.
When I was 14, I wasn't thinking about sex at all. Really, I was playing outside. No, I wasn't really thinking about that. But nowadays, children do. They do. You know, they have like this kind of mindset, like they're growing too fast, like really too fast. And well, what I really think about it is really for the kids. It's kind of difficult. Like, let me use myself as an example. The moment I started thinking about sex, I was like 15 or something, and well, I don't have any sister. I can definitely not go to my teacher about it. Definitely not with my parents or my brothers or whatever. It's kind of difficult. So if I had to turn the time around, I would really love it if my mom would have told me things, start talking about sex when I was like, I don't know, 10, because we Africans, we think when we start talking about sex, then the kids are going to do it. No, if the kids know what it is beforehand, if they know how to protect themselves, it's much better than telling them, no sex. Because what do you get? They go have sex. And what do they get? Babies. And apart from babies, I mean, there are a lot of diseases you can have.
Exactly. There's AIDS, HIV, chlamydia, so many things, you know, and but one thing everybody should make clear, we are not telling you young girls out there who are looking to go and have sex. We are not pro sex for children, of course not. But we are telling you that if you are having sex and you know you are ready for it, be safe. Do it safely. You know, always think about what can happen. Like if you have chlamydia as a woman, you can be
You can get
infertile,
barren.
you know,
Yeah.
you can be barren, exactly. So it can affect you in many, many ways, and so be aware of that. That's what we want to let you know.
Yeah, and most of all, don't be scared to ask for help. Like,
No.
actually, I'm really proud of the girl that came to you. Of course, at the age of 14, and you know the virgin, really, for me, that's way, way, way too early. For me, my mom was like, no, when you're 18, then we start having sex. Well,
I think in our time, we started at a very
18.
later age,
Yeah.
and nowadays, the youth of nowadays, they're growing up so fast, and starting so fast at the age of 12, 13, they're already having sex.
that's just too early.
So I think it's also very important to educate those young girls
Yeah.
and boys, of course, also about having sex and yeah, how to protect yourself and how to love yourself. Because most of the time, what you also see with these girls is that, and also boys, of course, that they don't love themselves enough. So they think if I give a guy or a girl sex, that means he loves me. You know, they're trying to get love from somebody else and. Yeah, let's try to educate our children to start loving themselves first.
Yeah, and well, also most of the parents, because well, we're not parents yet, but if we think about it, how we felt when we were like, what, 14, 15, I would really have loved it if my parents, like, you know, sit me down and really talk it through, like, okay, this is what you can get, this is what you should do, and if maybe you want to do it and you don't want to tell your parents, be aware of how you can protect yourself, just like Akosha said, because that is really, really important. And before you do it, let's say you're thinking about it, the moment you start thinking about it, please ask for help. Well, here in abroad, we have different places you can call, you have different numbers you can call, but I don't know how it is in Africa, you don't have that. So please, whenever you just like, you think you're ready, think about it, talk to somebody about it before you go doing it, because you don't want to regret it, because it's a special thing. Sex is not just what you can just have. Well, for the ladies, maybe for the guys it's much easier, but for women, it's something you should really cherish. It's something you should take really serious. Yeah. And it's a part of life. So parents out there, please don't scare your kids away by not talking about sex, but bring them more closer to you. Talk about it so they can always come to you whenever they are feeling, you know, whenever they're stopped or they don't know what to do. So please do that, because I miss that. So
exactly. And one thing I also want to add to it, that the moment I started opening up about my own personal experiences with boyfriends and with sex and those things, then is when I saw that the girls became more open about it, because the little girls, they see us teachers as somebody, as you know, like we are holy, we don't have sex, we don't have boyfriends, but just be open to them and let them know that, okay, I've experienced heartbreak, I've been heartbroken before, you know, let them know how it feels, let them know that they are not alone in this,
exactly.
you know, so they can open up to you. And you rather have a girl open up to you than close up and don't say anything, and you know, and at the end of the day she'll regret what she's doing.
So, moral story for parents, like I said, please be open to your children. Don't be scared to talk about sex with them. And for the kids as well, be open, try. And if you don't want to go to your parents about it, like Akosha, she's like, like a guy, like a teacher. You can go to your teacher. You can go to, just look at your network. Try to figure it out. Try to go with friends or with anybody in the family. But please, please don't just be alone. Try also to be open with your parents. So we really hope we put something out there for you guys to think about and that you guys can learn from it. And well, parents,
it's up to you.
It's up to you now. Yeah, the ball is at your court. So try to do something with it, and we hope we have spoken as kids, you know, like telling you guys our experience, so you guys can try to be there for your children as well. Well, I don't have any question. Do you have anything?
No. I think also that's it for now. Maybe we'll come again with some more information.
We will come again.
Yeah, but about this topic.
About this topic, yeah.
Because I think it's
a
very a broad topic, you know.
Yeah.
So stay tuned, keep watching, and
watch it for next.
See you next time. Bye.